Rescue After Dark, a Gansett Island novel, written by Marie Force, narrated by Joan Delaware at Brickshop Audio, Inc. Chapter 1. Summertime, and the living was not easy for Gansett Island Fire Chief Mason Johns. During the seemingly endless winter, year-round residents on the remote island counted down to the summer season. For Mason, Memorial Day weekend signified the end of peace and quiet and the start of insanity. His department went from 3 to 5 calls a week to 5 to 10 calls per day, and it continued like that for months. Summer on Gansett was an endless cycle of moped crashes, alcohol-related incidents, sun poisoning, falls from the bluffs, near drownings, bicycle pileups, surfing accidents, unauthorized bonfires, and the occasional house fire. At least once a week, they evacuated someone for trauma treatment on the mainland via helicopter. On the island, the saying went, if you saw the chopper coming, someone was in big trouble. The drama didn't end until after Labor Day weekend, and while Mason enjoyed helping people and being part of the Gansett Island community, he found himself craving time away from the madness. He rarely took a day off during the season, which meant he had to make the most of the free time he did have to get in a workout. Exercise was critical to keeping seasonal stress under control and maintaining his sobriety. Now that another wild race week was in the books, he'd been determined to get out for a bike ride after work. As he rode his mountain bike over rugged trails on the island's north end, while fighting the brisk northerly wind that had been howling all day, he tried not to think about the piles of work he'd left behind at the station, the quarterly reports that were due to the mayor's office, or the long night he still had ahead of him as he tried to stay caught up. 2 weeks into another season, and it was living up to its reputation thus far. In fact, this year was looking to be even busier than usual. He'd stolen a rare hour to ride his bike and get away from it all before he returned to the office, with a takeout dinner to finish the endless paperwork that came with the uptick in calls. The sun inched closer to the western horizon, giving him another hour of daylight before it became unsafe to ride on the trails, even with the headlight he'd installed on his bike. After dark, he stayed on paved roads, but he preferred the trails that wound through some of the most scenic real estate on the planet. Or at least he thought so.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?